Let's send it up to Mark Chinook for introduction.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome inside the world's most famous arena, the theater here at Madison Square Garden. This is boxing. This is Top Rank, presented by Hall of Fame boxing promoter Mr. Bob Arum. Brought to you this evening by Boost Mobile, money is power. By AutoZone, get in the zone. By Bud Light, the official beer of celebrations. And by DraftKings Sportsbook, download the app today. This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds in the junior lightweight division. Our judges at ringside, Tom Carasoni, Glenn Feldman, and Ron McNair. And the man in charge at the sound of the bell, Mr. Eddie Claudio. Introducing first out of the blue corner. He weighed in at 130 pounds, wearing white trunks. His record, 20 victories, 4 defeats, 1 draw. 11 of those victories coming by way of knockout. From Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, Nicolas Polanco. Introducing out of the red corner. He weighed in at 130.6 pounds, wearing black trunks with gold trim. His record, 17 victories, 2 defeats, 8 of those victories coming by way of knockout. He is a 2016 Olympic gold medalist. He is a 2-time world title challenger from Salvador Bahia, Brazil, Robson, oh bravo, Conceicao.
Okay, Nicolas, aquí va a estar legal. Robson, here on up is good, okay? Le di la instrucción en el camerino que una pelea limpia y protéjese todo el momento. Tóquese si quiere tocarse. Suelte.
Robson Conceicao said, I've got no quarrel with that loss to Shakur Stevenson, although he didn't make weight. But the Oscar Valdez fight, I still haven't accepted as my first loss. And that's why on August 12th, when Valdez challenges Emmanuel Navarrete for the WBO 130-pound title, I want Valdez to win so he can give me my crack at that belt and revenge. And that road to redemption starts tonight. Andre, he's had hard luck, especially in the Valdez fight where he didn't get the decision. He said, I learned that I've got to take the win. I can't leave it in the judges' hands anymore. You're going to see an aggressive but intelligent Robson Conceicao tonight.
Well, that's the missing link for Conceicao. Wow. Good boxer.
He's about to go get split.
He has good moments in fights. He puts together good rounds.
He got a guy that's walking right straight to him
in the biggest moments, and that's what happened in the fight with Oscar Valdez in Arizona, in his hometown. He took his foot literally off the gas and allowed Valdez to get back into the fight, and that's why he lost.
I already see it coming.
It was close. Yeah, should have never been that close.
And controversial. I mean,
look at that.
Has a claim at having beat Oscar Valdez, but nonetheless, the judges saw it a different way.
But he allowed too many moments. He literally started moving around the ring. Like, it was an amateur approach to a professional fight where you get up early and you dance around, and that just doesn't fly in professional ranks. So though many thought he won, I can understand why he allowed himself for the fight to be taken.
Oh no, look at that.
His trainer was so upset that night. Just couldn't believe what happened. And then you add to that, you're in your opponent's hometown. And as much as we like to say fights are fair and judges don't have a bias, the crowd can really cause them to see things that aren't happening in the ring. And maybe that's what happened on that occasion. All right. A minute left here in round 1, and already we see a more active Robson Conceicao. But we've seen this before. This movie is not different, Dre.
Just got to wait and see what Conceicao shows up. But he is a very, very good boxer. Good arsenal. I mean, he's a gold medalist and won a gold medal in the 2016 Olympic Games. You don't get to that level not being elite or having an elite skill set.
Nice left by Conceicao that Polanco partially blocked. He's trying to set up his shots so far. left hook from Conceicao on the inside. In tonight's main event, Josh Taylor and Teofimo Lopez are both former undisputed champions, but their accomplishments seem to mean absolutely nothing to one another.
Facts is not respect. The hell? Why do I gotta respect this? What is there to respect?
Well, he was the undisputed champion. He won the Super
And I was the undisputed
Series.
champion at 135, and y'all took that away from me. Who gives a fly? Y'all scared of Teofimo at 25. I'm young. I haven't even hit my prime yet. I'm just getting warmed up.
You ain't gonna have a prime after this fight.
Oh, yeah, you know what? You're right. They're gonna call me a greatest and the youngest active Hall of Famer at 25. That's more than
You're
prime.
gonna be retired.
That's more than
I'm
prime.
gonna put you in the retirement, early retirement.
You're at the end of your road, and your trainer knows it, but he's gotta motivate you mentally to get there. That's all. Carry the man. Carry that dead weight.
I don't need no mental motivation. Trust me.
Just carry that dead weight, you fat. Carry it.
I've got a mental fortitude.
Carry it, man.
I'm a mental fort. You're a mouse.
Thank you.
I'm unbreakable mentally. I'm unbreakable mentally.
Josh Taylor having a laugh, loving what he's seeing on the television and enjoying his moment here in a place that Ken Buchanan fought at. And the mind games, Dre, of Josh Taylor making Teofimo Lopez switch locker rooms as the A side tonight. The mind games will never stop. I don't even think during the fight it will stop.
Yeah, I think for that, in a moment like that, it's less about a mind game. It's more about setting the tone. If you are the A side and you're the big dog in the matchup, even though they're evenly matched, I mean, just in terms of the belts and everything, you got to send the message as often as you can and remind your opponent that that's who you are, and that's what he did.
Reminds me of when we saw Tyson Fury before the Deontay Wilder rematch, how relaxed he was in the locker room, just, you know, kind of sending a message with his demeanor to the locker room across the way.
Listen, I've seen guys in the locker room before the fight smiling and they get knocked out, and I've seen guys smiling and they go out there and they knock the opponent out. You just never know.
It only matters who's smiling at the end, is what you're telling me, Dre. Right now, Conceicao seems to be smiling and happy with his early performance against Polanco as he lands another combination.
And you'll see with Conceicao, even though he is a gold medalist and a very good fighter, he's very wild. He doesn't look polished, but that awkward style has worked for him, and it does pay dividends when he gets into a good groove. And it takes an Oscar Valdez type or a Shakur Stevenson type to make him pay for those wide punches.
Polanco told me, look, I'm planning on boxing him, closing the gap and getting inside, and I hope to confuse Conceicao with my unpredictability, but
They're
so
both
far,
unpredictable.
yeah, I mean,
And wild.
it was a nice long right from Conceicao, but nothing's landing clean on Polanco either.
Not yet. Polanco's on point with his defense, at least for the big shots that Conceicao is currently throwing.
Ooh, that was a solid right.
And that's because Conceicao threw a shot you typically don't throw. He led with the left to the body and came over the top with the right hand. Awkward combination that you typically don't see, and that's why the right hand landed, because Polanco wasn't ready.
We mentioned that Polanco wanted to confuse Conceicao with unpredictability, and it was that off-tenor shot that worked for Conceicao. Nice body work from Conceicao with a right. Timothy Bradley is off in Canastota, being inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame, as you were last year this time, Andre Ward. Please, though, take... Ooh, that was a low blow.
What was that? Pretty yours, you know what I'm saying?
Referee Eddie Claudio saying stand up.
I got my vacuum right there. And I can go into the
I think it was a headbutt because... Man, but he's not doing well. Referee Eddie Claudio's like, can you stand up? Get up.
Check him out.
You think he's looking for a way out early, Dre, or it was not like he was getting tagged, so.
Yeah, I've got to see the replay before I comment. Definitely believe it was a headbutt, though. Here we go.
Okay, accidental.
He went into it.
Yeah. It's hard to say what that man is feeling. Let's see it again, this angle right here. Conceicao came up as he drove down with his punch. I mean, it landed on the side of the jaw. I don't know how bad that is. He doesn't want to continue.
He wants to continue.
Now he wants to continue. I think it's been a conversation back and forth.
This nigga's trying to run, nigga.
They said, sit down, calm down.
Yeah, the doctor wants to make sure that his vitals and his eyes are responding. No dilation in the pupils.
And I think initially he was communicating that he.
Oh, he's ready to go. I tell you, he's ready to go slide.
For a doctor, they're going to stop it. But I think he changed his mind.
And that's exactly what happened, because I said, you think he's looking for a way out? No, he needed a rest to get okay. And that's a sign of a fighter, Greg.
About to let this nigga knock him
give you that
out,
opportunity to take that exit ramp and you say, no, I want to fight.
Yeah.
And now he has that 1 minute left to fully recover from that moment. Let's listen into what they say in the corner. Jose Rodriguez.
No. He said he's dizzy, though.
He's dizzy, but they're going to stop it then. The corner wants to stop it. He doesn't want to stop it. If you're not feeling well,
We're not stopping it. No.
now he's telling them that we're going to stop it. It's a technical knockout.
It's okay. Let's stop.
This wingy ass nigga, I could already tell from round one. This buster's gonna go do this shit. Oh man, I didn't fucking.
If it's accidental, it doesn't matter. They're going to stop the fight.
He said it was an accident, but man, the fight's over.
Nobody wins.
It's going to be a no decision because it was an accidental headbutt, happened before the halfway point.
This fight is over.
There goes the top ranked card.
Wow.
Accidental headbutt. It's over.
You say certain things in the corner, like we mentioned, Bernardo. I can't see. I have a headache. I'm dizzy. Those are taglines. Those are key words that are going to make a commission slash doctor,
boy.
Right? Stop a fight. They don't want to be liable if they send you back out there once you've communicated personally or through your coach that you're still having issues.
And what ended up happening here is that Nicolas Polanco was asked by his trainer, Jose Rodriguez,
he's getting your ass
how do you feel? He says, I'm a little dizzy. And the referee, who actually speaks Spanish, Eddie Claudio, was there and overheard him say he was dizzy. The doctor was there and he says, hey, he's dizzy. And Polanco didn't want to, he didn't want to stop the fight. He says, no, but I'm okay. Right. So I give all the credit to Polanco for wanting to continue to fight regardless of what he was feeling. But everybody else had the responsibility to take care of a man who took a severe headbutt, as we saw, and you see the inflammation now on the left side of the cheekbone of Nicolas Polanco. But that's not even the concern. The concern is the blurred vision and the dizziness that he was feeling.
I mean, if a fighter's communicating that off of a foul, it's one thing you would say, what's boxing? Well, if it's a punch, then it's a little bit different story. The referee still has a job to do.